Hi, my name is Mark Goodwin. I live in Wolcott, Connecticut. Some fool in my life told me that I would be good at comedy. Just to make this absolutely clear, I do not do stand-up comedy. I do sit-down comedy. Okay? Now, what's the difference of sit-down comedy? Okay, here's the main difference. You're not standing up. Okay? I just want to clear that up right now. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I've got 5 herniated discs, and the government, the opiate crisis. You heard about the opiate crisis, right? Well, I've got news for you. The opiate crisis is now a bigger crisis than it was before. Okay, I never got high from painkillers. I wouldn't know what it's like. Yet there's an opiate crisis. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so I am one of those people that has 5 degenerated discs, cirrhosis of the spine, nerve root damage. Okay? So now the government, in its wisdom, has decided, hey, let's stop prescribing opiates to people who are in pain. Now, as soon as I heard about the opiate crisis, I said, there's a storm coming, okay? I'm not going to mention my wife Joy's name because I don't think that's proper. And she just looked at me, whoever I'm talking about. We're just going to use a random name, Joy, okay? You do what you want with that, okay? Because whatever I want to do, my wife will say one thing. I don't approve of it. Or, we can't afford it. And both of those are probably right, okay? Get about $1,000 a month in disability. Guess what? It doesn't cut it. There is no such thing as buying groceries. That's for rich people. Maybe once in a while, if I sell something worthless to someone else who doesn't think it's worthless, suddenly I have a few bucks. Okay? Now, if my wife, generic name Joy, okay, has not drove me absolutely insane this week, okay, whatever money I'll make, a third of it I'll put on the nightstand. And she'll ask why, and I'll say, because you didn't drive me nuts this week. Now, I want to make something absolutely clear. There is no such thing as physical violence to women. Okay? If there's anyone out there that thinks it's okay to hit a woman, you're stupid, and you should be in jail. That's just the way I roll, okay? If you don't like it, turn off the video right now. But there is no such thing as physical violence to a woman. Men, if you have no money, if you're getting mad at your wife, okay, walk outside, go to your car, go see a movie, take yourself to dinner. It's okay. It really is okay because you just saved your marriage, all right? When you come back, if you happen to bring back something nice for her, it would be a good thing. It really would be a great thing. Now, this is only going to be 15 minutes long because that's all that YouTube gives me. Okay, so that's all I can do. I'm not really clear on how to do this, all right? I'm doing the best I can, all right? I don't know how much space 15 minutes takes on the iPad. And I have one of those old iPads because I can't afford a new iPad. Excuse me here? Little itch. Okay, moving on. Anyway, so let's get that on the table and let's keep it on the table. Man, I'm just telling you, no matter how mad you get, no matter how mad she gets. Remember in the 50s, they threw plates at each other? Marley wife threw plates at your husband. But you know what? You just take a walk, okay? Do something good for yourself, Go buy yourself some pancakes, take a walk, something like that. It'll all work, okay? Speaking of walking, about last January, my wife gave me a Fitbit. And I'm like, what is it, a joke? Really? Oh, no, really, okay? Do you put chocolate on it and eat it? Something like that? And, of course, it turns out this thing actually tracks my movement. So I figured I'd wear it. After all, I got adequate walking, right? So at the end of the first day, 1,200 steps. Friends, that's pitiful. If you're doing 1,200 steps a day, you're either lazy or you're my wife. Take that with a grain of salt, okay? In any way, case, okay? Or maybe you're both, I don't know. But, so she got me this thing that counts my steps. And I decided that, hey, I'm going to try it. Now, it's preset for 10,000 steps. 10,000 steps is what the American Heart Association feels I should be getting. I don't know where they got their figure. I really don't know, okay? But I've hit it a couple of times. I've hit 15,000 a couple of times, okay? But that's taking a great effort. Keep in mind, I'm disabled. I'm in a certain amount of pain all the time. Right now, it's pretty good, okay? I took my third dose earlier, so sooner or later that third dose is going to wear off, and, well, it will be what it will be. But through the walking and through diet and other exercise, I have lost 218 pounds. Okay, I did not have surgery to lose 218 pounds. Okay, it came from two things: eating less and walking more. Now, the walking pretty much takes care of the toning. Now, I'm in nowhere where I have to be. Okay, I mean, I've never been in a gym. Okay, now I talk to other people that do the Fitbit thing, and a lot of them say the gym is not great for walking. Okay, walking is a God-given exercise that anybody can do, and don't tell me you can't do it. You know, okay, if you don't have legs, I've seen people without legs that have prosthesis that walk. You know, and there you go. So it's a matter of doing what you think you can do. All right. And this little gadget, it keeps track for me. Okay, so I go about 4 miles a day, which is not what the Fitbit goal is, but for my goal, it's pretty good. It's set for 8,000 steps. At 8,000 steps, the little thing vibrates. You see a little rocket ship go off, something like that. It's all good. All right? I don't think I'm going to make 15 minutes. We're trying 15 minutes today. I don't see it happening. You know what I got? I got a rainy day. And yes, I've made my 8,000 steps in a good, solid, rainy day. Okay? So, moving on. But what that's done is increased blood circulation. I know this doesn't sound like comedy, but it kind of is funny. Okay? So, by increasing blood circulation, okay, here's what happens. I am down 4 different prescriptions. Doctor says suddenly I don't need the diabetes medication, the high blood pressure medication, some other kind of medication. The rest, my prescriptions are half the size. So it's saving me money in the long run. By the way, my hair is not like this all the time. I go to my son's house, David. He gives me a haircut, and he always asks, "Dad, how short?" And I said, "Just take it all off." So you caught me on a day where I took it all off, okay? Another thing about the walking, okay, men? You men use that little pill, you know, to get that erection to work. How's that working for you? Okay? About a decade ago, my doctor sat me down and said, "Mark, you're going to have to accept you weigh 547 pounds, okay? You're going to have to accept that sex is no longer a part of your life." And I believed that lie for a short time, okay? That short time was 10 years ago, okay? Once I got moving to 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, guess what came back? Yep, little Mark came back. So, for whatever that's worth, for whatever you think of that, okay, and I think it's worth something. You know, men, get out there, walk. Don't worry about the gym or anything. I walk in my neighborhood, okay? I walk in the rain like today. I walk in a sunny day. I walk in a hot day. I walked in 103-degree days, okay? This thing keeps track of all my steps for me. It's very simple, okay? So, run out and buy one. It's not a lot of money, and believe me, it's going to give you back your life, alright? That's the serious part, okay? The serious part is now over, alright? So, I'm like, it's sort of like when I go to pay my taxes, okay? Once a month, I go up to the town hall, I give them $100. And they're really good, you know, they always are respectful and all that, but like we all know that $100 is not going to pay the taxes. And I owe the town a good chunk of change. But I go up there, I pay them $100, okay? Something like that. Make an effort. Anyway, okay? Funny. What's really funny? You know what's funny? The frozen pizza that a friend of mine brought in last night. First of all, why don't they call it frozen bread? Because it's not pizza. I noticed this right away, okay? I cut a couple of slices, I put it in the oven. I put a piece of bacon on the slice, for gosh sake. I figured I'd wait till the bacon was cooked. Then it's all set. I took it out, and I'm like, cheese? Taste? Hello? 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 I'm missing the cheese and I'm missing the taste, okay? So please, stop calling it pizza. Say, hey, frozen bread. You know, this is something that somebody had a poster of a piece of cheese, okay? And he's looking at the poster of the piece of cheese while he's making these discs. Hey, another use for these, Frisbees, okay? I think Frisbees would work great with these, okay? They're frozen. They're flying, and when you're done with them, you leave them outside, and some animal will get a meal out of it, because they're not so picky. So, my buddy came in, you know, and he bought 2 of these frozen pizzas. Oh, this is fun. It's lightning and thundering, okay? Little secret, I got a Chihuahua, and I got my wife, both of which are scared of the lightning and thunder. I guarantee that Chihuahua is under my bed right now. Seriously, okay? Taking a look. No, she's under the covers, okay? Which works pretty good for her. Anyway, so, pizza. I mean, you know, go out and buy a pizza. Don't get a frozen pizza. For what you'll pay for a pizza, go to Costco, for God's sake, and buy a membership. I mean, I don't have a membership because I can't afford to buy food. You know? Where do we go for food, okay? Now, obviously, I got food, alright? Just because I lost that weight doesn't mean we don't have food. But, here's the deal, okay? In almost every town, there is a food pantry set up for you. Okay? I'm the kind of guy that we slip between the cracks, okay? When it comes to food stamps. We're not worthy, I make too much money, still trying to figure that one out, okay, but $1,000 a month. And there's 3 of us in the house. There's my son Tim, going to Yukon, doing a great job, okay? But, can't really afford to buy food. So we go there. We get what we get once a week, and we're happy for it. Anyway, okay? What's with little dogs, anyway? Okay? You ever watch little dogs? I can't decide whether the Chihuahua is a dog or a cat. I think she's a dog. They tell me she's a dog. But she's got these ears that pop up, okay? To me, she could be a bat, she could be a cat, she could be a rat. Uh-oh, I see that timer coming. Anyway, okay? She'll just stand out the window and look at people when they walk by. She'll just do it all day long. She's a people watcher, okay? When they walk by, and tell you this, if you come on my property, I know it because she switches locations, okay? She goes from here to the living room, to the living room here, back and forth. She wants to know where you are and why you're here. Really cool, really. You know, the amount of noise this little body makes. Oh, 11-pound dog pushes the 332-pound guy off the bed. I want you to take a minute and think about that. In fact, you can think as long as you want to think about that. If you want to hear from me again, just tell me. Send me whatever it is, to subscribe or whatever, and I'll do another one. Maybe I'll get better at it. I hope so. Have a great day. Bye.